welcome to this second episode. Now, last week I just introduced the topic on identity, and I felt today I would share my journey about identity, just some snippets, so that you see it's a journey, it's a process. So, growing up, had a loving family, but I had issues. I had low self-esteem. I just kept on thinking I'm not good enough. And these were really deep-seated feelings and emotions. But even in the midst of that, I sort of knew what I would want, to head in terms of my future life. And for me, I dreamt of becoming a journalist because I was such a great writer. And I'm not lying. And aside from being a journalist, I just used to think, you know what? I'd really like to listen to teenagers. I would like to just give my life to teenagers so that they have a safe space. Of course, I'm sure I didn't use those words, safe space, but I wanted to be that person that they come to and talk to. And so I think those two aspects, the fact that I could write and wanting to work with teenagers, really gave me a sense of direction about where I was heading to. Now, when you talk about the journey of just discovering who you are, there are those dreams that God has put in each one of us. It doesn't matter who you are, there's a dream inside of you. And when I look at how my life turned out, even the way I ended up studying psychology, had never been in my plans. I didn't even know there was a degree called psychology. But then I just chanced on it, like, okay, I'll do this. Because for me, I used to think I would get into journalism or communication, but that didn't work out. And now looking back, I think God used my journey, my growing up years, to determine who I really was. Yeah, and I might not go into the details of it in this episode, but I think the essence of who you are also lies in the dreams. You know, those deep-seated dreams, those whispers in your heart that, yeah, this is something I would want to do. And I think deep down in our identity, there's the bit about us wanting to make a difference because we're human beings. Each one of us would want to make a difference. So one aspect of our identity, maybe even as we get onto this journey, is to ask ourselves, who is that person within me who wants to make a difference? It's not about the wealth. It's not even about position. When I was thinking about helping teenagers, I just thought, you know what? I'm sure there will be teenagers in the future who will be going through the struggles I'm going through as a teenager who would want to be helped. Yeah? So for each one of us, it's important to, even as we go along this journey of discovering who am I, just begin to ask yourself, what are those deep-seated dreams or desires that you have within you where you really want to help? You really want to just be there for somebody. It could be reaching out to orphans. It could be, and it's always tied to people. It's not about, yes, I'm sure some of us are dreaming, yeah, own a large mansion and what, but deep down when you go to sleep, you know you want to make a certain difference. And so I just thought I would share that aspect of my teen years, the struggles, especially in terms of low self-esteem, and the dreams that God began to put in me. One, to help teenagers when I grow up, and two, about being a journalist. And then I realized later on, it was not so much about being a journalist, but just to use the power of the pen, the gift of writing, to be a blessing to many others. And hopefully the writing bit will continue to grow. So with that tidbit about my life, I hope you'll just enjoy your journey. Thank you.